Hey everyone, it's me Hunter. Welcome back to week I think 11 of building Wellsworth. I want to apologize. I've actually misplaced my camera stand, so the angle of my camera is probably a little different right now. Also, I want to apologize for getting this video out late. It should come out Sunday night. I've had a very interesting week, to say the least. Got some big changes coming with school and work, so for right now, next week is uncertain. I can tell you that right now here in the intro. But here, for this week, um, we do get done, not a lot, but some detailing. And I think it does bring more, as it should, detail to the mock. So let's hop right in and see what I got done this week. So I know this week I promised the footbridge, and I honestly thought that I had all the parts I needed, or most of the parts I needed to at least get the main part up. Pretty much, I wanted to at least be able to show you both the staircases, whether it's the rough version or the final version, and the platform or the actual bridge going across. Unfortunately, I am short a few parts, so I'm not going to be talking about this other than right now this week. Instead, we're going to be moving on to something else, which, though I don't think it's going to be as exciting as the footbridge getting another big part added, it's going to be some smaller detailing stuff that, though I wanted to hold out on it, I think it's going to look really nice when we put it with the progress we made last week. So we're going to go ahead, shift gears from this footbridge onto something else this week. Let's go. So changing our direction this week, I thought we'd focus on the detailing on the canopy of the station building, the main building, and of course the second building. Now I wanted to wait till a little later in the series to do this because I was going to do this and finish up the fencing and a couple other detail bits later on, or even when I got the chimneys in, we could kind of do, detailing the station building. But I decided that this week would be a good week to do it because that way I can figure out if I do need to order in more one by one bricks and white, and if I even like my initial design. There's a good chance I'm not going to like my initial design and I'm going to want to change it. So we're going to go ahead, kind of test out my initial thought for the canopy detail, and then we'll go from there. So give me a couple minutes. For you, it'll just be a couple seconds just to get everything in place on my initial idea. Alright, so this is looking a lot better than I initially thought. I knew it was going to look good and clean. I just didn't think it was going to look this good. Surprisingly, I'm going to leave it. Personally, I think this is great, especially when you get that nice low view. You can see the kind of the grooves of the teeth down the whole canopy. Looks great. I still have to do this side, but I wanted to do one first and then kind of stop, look at it, and let you all know how it's looking. So I think it looks fine. I think it looks great. I'm going to go ahead and do the second building for sure. And I do also think I got to run some of the coaches next to it to be sure. I think I'm going to go ahead and tile the front edge. I think it'll just look nicer, look a little cleaner, and whatnot. So I do think that's the best option. So actually, I guess I can do that now. Slide some of this track down so it kind of connects to the rest. Oh yeah, I got plenty of room still. You can see here that's the gap between either. So I'm going to go ahead and tile it. I think it'll bring it out, probably look a little awkward initially in the thickness, but I do think it'll kind of even up with this. Since it's a little thicker on the sides, you get that tile in here, brings it a little thicker out in the front. It'll blend better in my opinion. Or at least that's what I'm hoping it will do. So I do have to get those tiles in. I'm not sure if I have enough tiles, but I do think this was a better choice to work on this than the footbridge. So let me go ahead and do the second station building, and I'll talk to you after that. Okay, so as I said earlier, I ended up getting this canopy detailing done, and I have also gotten the second building's canopy detailing done. Or I guess up till the tiles. I placed an order. I should have some tiles coming in eventually. I'm not sure when they'll be here. I placed one big order and like 2 or 3 small orders recently. So I'm kind of a little lost in the timeline of when certain things are supposed to get here. But for the majority of the work, it's done. It looks nice. The points across. Then we'll just get tiling to get rid of the studs along here. Because personally, I do think it's going to look better when it's all tiled over. And that's just me. I know some other people might have some different views on it, but at least for me looking at it, I think it'll be best, especially because the roofs are going to be completely stud. As you see them here, I'm outside of putting the chimneys on them. I'm not doing anything else to the roof. So I think it'd be okay that we tile this, leave the roofs with some studs, and then a lot of the surrounding area, you know, is going to be stud as well. You know, and then over there we got the road. I think that'll be fine, that's for sure. Now, there's only one other small thing I think I'm going to hit on this week, just because this didn't take as much work. Well, it took as much work as I thought it would. In general, it's just not a lot of work. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple other things around here, small detail bits, and I'll talk about them when I'm done, and then we'll probably end off the video. Okay, so the next thing I decided to add and just finish up, because it'd be really quick, is these two tan lines. As you might have seen when I had some of the tracks set up, is between each line, each track section, I have this tan just to represent some, you know, other color, some land, some dirt. And when you look at like Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, you'll notice that there are kind of gaps between each rail line. So I wanted to add that in there without taking up a lot of space. Only having, you know, like one stud gap between them I think looks fine, looks okay. And it kind of gets the point across, adds in some more color without this whole thing just being gray and a little bit of brown. I definitely think it makes it a lot better. Another thing I actually did the other week, which I think I just briefly mentioned, is this fence. I expanded it out. It looks great. I might add another kind of one of these angled bits. Kind of gotta, that's about as angled as it can go. But I like it. I really do. And I think I might be adding a fence or two over here. I'm not sure yet. I've been looking at a couple ideas for where the yard ends and this area. I have an idea. I think I got some images I can look at, but I might actually go ahead and do a wall, kind of like how this is over here. I got this back wall. I might do a wall kind of here to represent the end of the yard. I'm not sure yet if that's what I'm going to do, if I'm just going to blend this all in with plate and then use some, you know, brush and some debris and whatever from the yard and from nature to blend it together. I'm not sure yet, but I thought outside of the canopy, I'd show you this work since this was done this week and this was done the other week. I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, but it's just updates that you should know because it is all part of the building process. So we're going to go ahead and actually end out the video this week. Yeah. Alright, and that was that. So this week again, a little shorter, maybe not even shorter, but a lot less done. I was able to talk about a couple of the detailing stuff I did. Getting the tan plates down between the tracks, though minor, is just something that needed to get done, and since I had the parts, might as well get it done. Also, I think the new detailing on the canopies look great. Definitely worth it. I do want to tile them, which I do believe I mentioned in the video earlier on. So that was that. So, like I said in the beginning too of of this video, sorry, it's really early in the morning before work. I'm trying to record all this before I leave. But we will probably be skipping next week just because of the uncertainty right now where I'm at. Also, I just don't have a lot of parts, so me trying to, I have another order coming, it's on the way, it's just, I think it got delayed unexpectedly, so, which I guess I think delay is kind of unexpected, but, so we'll probably be taking a break. What does that mean? Again, I still got videos coming out every Monday, and I do actually hope, for my Star Wars fans that are out there, and if any of you are watching this series, I do want to get a new Star Wars mini-mock out to you within a week. So, stay tuned for that, and I will see you in my next video.